afternoon, everybody. My name is Christian Rip. I am in the head of infrastructure department at Metro France. We are very pleased to be here and talk to you about our experience working with a Matrix 42 solution on the Metro France project. You see the Metro France project is Lucy. Lucy, we choose Let Us Care for You for this project because we will see in detail what is behind it. Then we will start in three parts. We will introduce the company. We'll see what we are in Metro, what we do. We will focus after with the Lucy and we will do a small demonstration of what we are starting to do with Matrix 42 solution. And we will finish by presenting our organization strategy and the success factor of this project. Because of course we have a nice tool, but also we have to do a big organization behind to follow our ambition. Then we will start with the company. Metro is a wholesaler. We are the #1 supplier for independent restaurant in France. And our true mission is to enable everyone to have access to healthy, authentic, tasty, creative catering and food. It is okay, you can say it's a big word, but it's really the new strategy for Metro now. We are not only wholesaler. Metro now is 4.2 billion euro of turnover. We are close to 100 point of sale in France, plus, of course, an online website, which is getting more and more important. We have approximately 9,000 employees currently working for Metro. As a company, is considered as a great employer, as you can see in the ranking in the top employer. So well, that means we have a policy for taking care of our employee and having people first in the focus. Then we are for food for restaurant equipment and also more and more services helping customer to open their restaurants, and we speak for services for the restaurant. Then how we build our approach. We did our approach with three major layers. We just had a presentation about ITAM, how we can manage asset. Of course, we started with managing the asset. It's the basement, as you saw in the last presentation. We have connected our ITAM based on Matrix 42 solution with all the solution available in the group. We're using SCCM, we're using AirWatch, Mobile Iron, of course, Active Directory. The ITAM solution has been connected to all of this layer to be able to manage the asset. It is the first layer you can see in this presentation. The second layer, once you have the asset managed and you can have a strong foundation, is of course we set the ITSM services, the incident management, the knowledge management, and in our department also we also need a shared department for this first layer. And finally, the third layer, which is in the focus, is to go to the ESM, the Enterprise Service Management. We have just started with on and offboarding process. The idea is at the end to be able to have a digital concierge for our employee and offer all these kind of services. Then, it's like we take the lesson from our customers, because our customers are restaurants. Our employees are like customers, and we would like to offer them the premium quality. But what you can see behind the scene, where you are in a good gastronomic restaurant, to provide a great quality of service, the company has to orchestrate all the service behind to activate all the multiple action provide to have the best experience for the client. Each link in the chain must know what he has to do. The valet, the clock room, the barman, the head waiter, etc. They know everything. That is explained in this presentation. You have a lot of mechanism behind. But for the client, you will just have a premium services. It is the idea and the philosophy of this project. Then I will give the hand to Nare, that is a member of this project, and she will explain you in detail everything what is behind this philosophy and how we are working to achieve this goal.
Thank you, Christian. Hi, my name is Nara Khachikian. I work in the access management team. So we work to provide our employees with the accesses that they need to the multiple applications they need to do their jobs. So here I'll present the new IT services that Lucy brings to our company. Next.
You may just click and it should work, doesn't it? Okay.
Okay, so Lucy is an IT project to improve the day-to-day of our Metro employees. So it's a single entrance portal for services using Matrix 42. We use Matrix's IT asset management, software asset management, and incident management solutions. Secondly, Lucy allows us to professionalize our knowledge management, relying on Do You Dream Up for our chatbot and Matrix 42 for the centralization of our company knowledge. And also, Lucy will allow us to transform our user management and access management services. So Lucy answers the challenges of digitalization, our company's strategic axis of people first, and our employees' main pain points. These pain points were collected through our design thinking workshops with our employees. So there are things that like that processing requests currently takes too long. We use too much paper, and that our employees don't know where to find the correct information that they need. So Lucy is not just an IT project, but it's a real enterprise challenge. We are ready to transform our habits, focusing on user experience, enabling better smoothness and tracking of requests and demands, empowering the end user, and digitalizing and centralizing all the various processes and workflows for all our departments, not just IT. Now, Gilles Gass, he's also on screen,
yes,
will present our procurement
Can you hear me?
video.
Okay, so during the jingle, I am the project director, and we choose to present a record of one of our main workflow. This is a workflow to place an order to purchase some asset. Then just click. I click on add an asset. Then I am automatically recognized. In this case, it was my colleague Vincent Autain. Then I can write the name of the request. And what is interesting is that soon after, of course, I am automatically recognized. Of course, I have no, so it is automatic. Then I can write the number of the quotation, the identification of the quotation, because first of all, there is a quotation. After that, there is a purchase. So this is something I have to do. The next step will be our supplier. So the supplier is in a table automatically loaded in Lucy in Matrix. So we just have to choose. As I mentioned, it was a record of the real life because we are in production. This workflow is already in production and used. Then the name of the salesman, the contact name, I also choose because we have in some cases several contacts. So this is the name of the contact, and then who is the destinies, because when we buy some purchases, some asset, it was for some of our stores or things like that. Then I just have to drag and drop the quotation. Very useful for the next steps of the workflow. Here in this workflow, I just place the order. Soon after, we will have the validation. Here we have all the project and budget management. Not yet deployed. It will be done in a second step. something person are looking for, because it will really help. But nowadays we have to do it manually. So we just write the information of the budget, local French budget or international budget, depend on the asset we are buying. Yes, and then this is quite finished. We just will have to register, and this first step of the workflow will be finished. Here we can also write some words for the person who will validate. Of course, according to the quotation, we select the asset we would like to buy. In this case, there will be I don't know, one book. Yes, I remember, just one book. So the quantity. The price will be automatically calculated. Okay. Then in this purchase, we will have two lines. That means that 2 lines of okay. So this one, another one. Okay, supplier. Perhaps okay. Choose another supplier. Okay, not DocStation. The quantity. Then the price is automatically calculated. Okay, the price. Yeah, we have the price. Okay. Then okay, that this way we have the price as a data delivery. That means that we expect to have this all these assets delivered to our stores or main office. If we have travel fees, but in this case no. And then the currency should be euro in every case, but not always. So in this case it is euros. So we write euro. Some comment, I was a little bit in advance. So some comments for the next step, which will be the validation. After that, we will have the signature of our director. Here we have some comments that could be useful, any comments that could be useful. All this process has been drawn and designed. We will see soon after how. And according to my script, it is quite finished. Then we will register this. Okay. The register, and then you will see in the dashboard, because we would like to minimize the number of mails, but here we have okay, this order is in preparation. Demand is automatically okay. So now there is a second part of the video. I am connected as a validator, so I'm not me, but the validator is connected. So what we will do, he will check. I will do the validation. That would mean it will reopen the requests which have been placed to check if everything is okay. Everything, I mean price according to the quotation, and of course the budget, all elements regarding the budget, to be sure that the purchase will be placed on the real budget. So as you can see, for checking it is very easy, because previously we have stored the quotation. So just have a look, open it, have a look, check, okay, detail with the command, cross check. So if it looks like it's okay, you can go through. It is stored, okay, everything is okay. So in this case, no specific problem. So we are on the second step of this workflow. As I mentioned, it is in real life. It is one of the first workflow we build with our partners. And then in this case, I can accept. So if it is finished, I can accept. And for the next step would be the signature. Important to say that we use DocuSign for signature. That means it is a digital partner, external, third party, and then we have no more paper. So the mail are sent in this case directly to the purchase, to the supplier, and the signature electronic and so on. Here we are the dashboard of the validator, and this is correct, this is done, this is finished. In the last step, we see the initial steps was the design of this process, and we use a Bizagit. The line are all the parties, the boxes are all the actions, and the decision. What I mentioned here is that it is done with the business, not only with IT, in order to align, because we have a lot of governance, for example, level of amount of so and so on and so on, and real governance. Here we can see that in every boxes we have the description of the activities. It was done IT jointly, IT and business, and this was the initial step done by what we have we call a community, a design community of Lucy, which is a specific team with cross members from IT and from business who prepared this this workflow. When it is finished, they sent it, and Nare will come back to that, to a factory team who developed the asset. And then we have quite finished validation. Up, jingle, and it is finished. It's your turn, Nare. Thank you.
Thank you, Gilles. So,
Me again?
next.
Next.
There we go.
Yes.
So I'll present our strategy and success factors. So our project team organization is one of the most important factors, our strategy and factors that allows our success for this project. I've divided our organization into 3 teams. As Gilles said, it's the design community, the Lucy factory, which is our development team, and our training and communication team. So the design team members, they come from all of the company's departments. So it's a mix of finance, IT, HR, everyone. So and the members are people who want to digitalize their portfolio of service offers. So it's procurement for IT, as we just saw, client refunding for finance, employee onboarding and offboarding for HR. For example, there's much more. And the members of this community are now considered process modeling experts because, as you just saw, they used Pisagi to outline all the workflows for each process. And they also use predefined best practices within their team to create these processes. And once a process is validated by the design community, it's passed on to the Lucy Factory development team. So they are responsible for the development of the service, of course, and it's made up of 4 developers, 1 administrator, and 1 Scrum Master. And as Gilles already mentioned, we work very closely, business and development as well, to work together so the developers can fully understand the business's needs. As business works with the design as well for the processes, everybody works together to have a clear understanding of our needs. It makes working together much easier. We also use the Agile method, and we divide the Lucy factory into feature teams. So this means the factory is divided within different teams depending on the features that are going to be available in Lucy. So we have 2 main feature teams. One is for the access management services. So they work with us, the people in my team, and the others are for the IT asset management development. So finally, the training and communication team. They obviously, all of our 3 teams work very closely together. The training and development is to accompany the deployment of Lucy and its appropriation by our end users, so our employees. They aim at maximizing the adoption rate with optimized trainings. They perform impact diagnostics, workshops with end users to create a change roadmap, and the communication visuals, training documents. They are currently working on developing a storytelling method to market Lucy using microlearning and gamification ideas. And of course, we work very closely with Codagis and Matrix 42 teams, which are another success factor of our project. Our strong relationship with Codagis Integration IT-Tude. So we have the chance to have expert resources available to help us, weekly meetings to ensure regular follow-ups, and the availability of on-demand support. So to finish up, a glance at our provisional roadmap for this project. The project was started in Q3 of 2018, so it's not actually on this map, but Q3 2018, we started with the project organization and the organization of our different teams. Then writing the service catalog and designing the first processes. Currently, we are on access management. So all the services are being designed, delivered to development, and being developed. And for the other services, they're being also designed. Everything's being designed. And they're planned for finance and accounting are coming up soon. So we hope this provided you with some insight into our project. Contact us if you have any questions, or we can answer them now if there's some time. There's the mail of Gilles on screen. And thank you very much.